So you're getting ready to have a job interview. And if you're anything like me, you're probably a little bit stressed out. And I'm guessing what you're stressed out about is this one question. So tell me a little bit about your weaknesses, or describe your weaknesses for me. This is something that gives all of us a ton of anxiety, right? It's totally not natural. They all of a sudden want us to sell against ourselves, and what do I say and how do I twist that answer around? Well, I'm going to help you answer that question right now in such a way. I'm hoping this makes total sense to you. I'm hoping it's a game changer, and I'm really, really hoping that this helps you get a job. Nothing would make me happier. Now, the best way for me to know whether or not this makes sense and it's helpful is give this video a thumbs up, give it a like if it makes sense. Give it a thumbs down. It's not going to hurt my feelings if anything in the video is not making sense for you. So if this is helpful, please like the video. If it's not helpful, thumbs down, and feel free to leave any comment, question, whatever you need. I'm going to be watching for the comments. I will answer you instantaneously, okay? All right, so let's get right down to it. Tell me a little bit about your weaknesses, or describe your weaknesses for me. First of all, I want you to take away 3 things from this video, all right? Number 1, okay? That question is not what you think it is. Number 2, it's not about you. And number 3, most important thing for you to take away from this video right now, they never ask that question first. Let me break all 3 of these down for you. Number 1, it's not what you think it is, okay? So you're having some anxiety right now. The question is not designed to have you list all of your weaknesses, all the problems that you had, the pack of gum you stole from the store when you were 9 years old. That's not what the question's about. Which brings me to point number 2. It's not really even about you at all, okay? If somebody's interviewing you, they're thinking about themselves, and more importantly, they're thinking about their company, and they have their company's best interest in mind. They're really not looking for you to describe a bunch of negative personality traits. Now, like I said, here's the most important thing for you to realize. They never ask that question first. You are never, ever, ever in the world going to sit down for a job interview with a hiring manager, and the first thing out of their mouth is, so, tell me a little bit about your weaknesses, right? That question gets typically asked in the last quarter, the last fourth of the interview, right? We're getting through the introduction, we're having some good times, we're feeling good, we're talking a little bit about the position, you're talking about yourself. Typically, they ask you about your strengths first, and then they're going to pivot to that question, okay? So knowing those 3 things, that it's not what you think it is, it's not about you, and they never ask it first, here's how I want you to frame your answer to that question, okay? Hopefully you've watched some of my other interview videos and you know that you can gather information about what's their current situation, what's most important to them in what they need, who they want to hire, what are they trying to accomplish with that job, okay? So when you get asked that question, Matt, tell me a little bit about your weaknesses. Man, Sarah, that is a great question. I would ask that question myself. If you're anything like me, probably the reason why you're asking that question is this is an important moment for you. You're taking this job very seriously. You've got some big goals that you want to accomplish, and you want to make sure that you're not getting into something risky. You want to guarantee that you're going to get results from the person that you're hiring. And based on my understanding, you want to make sure that you've got somebody that's going to come in and perform in the sales department right away. I'm guessing it's critical for them to be a part of the team and to really gel with the team. And third, when we were talking a couple minutes ago, you told me you're looking for somebody that's going to bring new ideas to the table. Don't worry. I understand why you're asking about weaknesses. I've got all 3 of those covered for you. You can rest assured that this is going to be a great decision for both of us. Does that make sense? Is there anything else that you're looking for? Does that match what you need? Great. Does it make sense for us to get started so I can help you accomplish those goals? That's how I want you to answer that question. First and foremost, tell them, great, great question. I would ask that question myself. If you're anything like me, the reason why you're asking that question is this is an important decision for you. You don't want to take on any risk. You want to make sure that you hit a home run with this hire. And my guess is the three most important things to you are bump, bump, and bump. And you review what they've told you. You're writing down notes during the interview, right? Typically it's going to be, we want you to gel with the team. Ask them about their goals. Ask them how they've tried to accomplish those goals, why they think they haven't hit them. And use this as an opportunity to let them know that they're not taking on any risk in hiring you. That's what they're really looking for by asking you about your weaknesses. They want to make sure that they're not making a bad hire. And why wouldn't they want to make sure that they're not making a bad hire? Don't go into trying to do that classic thing of, well, you know, my weaknesses are I take my job too seriously and I'm just really into work, and I guess you could call me a workaholic, right? Guess what? Everybody says that, right? You're not going to set yourself apart. Let's be a business person with that question. Let's be tactical and let's be helpful, and let's help raise that hiring manager's level of certainty and make sure you're always following it up with, does that match what you need? Did I miss anything? Does it make sense for us to get started right now so I can help you with these goals? Trust me, they're going to be like, my mind is blown. I don't need to look at anybody else. I feel so good and so comfortable. I think we need to make the job offer right now before we lose this rock star. Like I said before, please, if this helps you at all, I made this video because I want to help you. Hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment. If it's not helpful or it was confusing in any way, it's not going to hurt my feelings. Hit the thumbs down and leave a comment. I will remake this video in a way that makes more sense for you. If you have any other questions at all on job interviews, on getting hired, I've been where you're at right now. I know how stressful this is. I know how important it is for you to get a good job right now. I want to help you. I'm more than happy to make a video just for you. Hit the subscribe, it's somewhere in there. Hit the subscribe to this channel. Ask me a question. I'm here for you 100%. Till the next video, I want you to be great, and I'll see you on that next video.